This video is gonna be a little different from most of my other videos, mainly because, one, I'm talking, and two, it's gonna be one of the only videos that I've made so far that was not Smash Bros. Related. And this video is about Pokemon Sun and Moon. Alright, now, Pokemon Sun and Moon is a game that has taken over my entire life, ever since it came out. Literally, since the game came out, my life was taken over. I didn't have the game since it came out, but since it came out, it took over my life. Because I had to wait to download it from the eShop because I'm too lazy to leave my house to go get it. And once I got it, I played it non-stop to the point where I would pass out, in other words, fall asleep, because I was playing it for like over 24 hours. And then not save because I'm dumb, and then I had to beat the game practically like 3 times over just to beat it once. And I will tell you, I'm one of those, scumbag people who's always like, oh, well, the original's always better, man. It's gotta be, Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow and all that stuff. And yeah, well, Pokemon Sun and Moon is actually up there at the best Pokemon games that I've ever played. And I've played every single generation. Not every game, but every generation. And yeah, Pokemon Moon is up there. In fact, I think it might actually be my favorite. Mostly because it's a lot different from the other Pokemon games and Team Skull. Team Skull is the best. Now, this one isn't like one of the things that I'm like, well, it might be the best. No. Team Skull is the best antagonistic team in every single Pokemon game. I don't care what you say. This is not an opinion, this is a fact. Because they can rap and they can dance. That means that they're automatically better. I don't care if you're a mafia crime boss, some idealistic terrorist, or some wannabe environmentalists that end up trying to destroy the world by accident. I don't care. If you're not able to dance and rap like Team Skull, you're trash. Now, I was always a fan of Team Rocket. In fact, when Pokemon Go came out, when Pokemon Go came out, I was so in love with that game for like 2 weeks, and then I stopped playing it because it just got boring, and it was so buggy. And anyway, I'm not gonna complain about that either. Yeah, I was so in love with that game that I made up my own team. It was like Team Missile, like, kinda, cause like, I love Team Rocket. I always wish that there was a Pokemon game where you could actually be part of Team Rocket, but let's face it, Pokemon's not gonna promote, doing bad stuff like that. So yeah, that's never gonna happen. But now, I want a game where I can be part of Team Skull, because, I mean, let's face it, they're bad, but they're not, like, seriously evil. So, that's like a phase that, like, teenagers go through, like, all the time. Not all the time, but, it's a generic, you know what I mean. Anyway, now, this isn't just about, like, how much I love Pokemon Sun and Moon, because I also wanted to talk about another, few things about Pokemon Sun and Moon. For example, Gladion. Gladion does not belong in Pokemon Sun and Moon. He belongs in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with that pose of his. Like, he's the Part 9 JoJo. Anyway, yeah. So this Gladion, he does not belong there. Also, Lily is waifu. I shouldn't have said that. Lily is possibly the most waifu of all of Pokemon's. And one of the reasons I say this is not because Lily is my waifu, because Lily is not my waifu. My waifu is Brooksish. Don't judge. Don't judge. Anyway, so yeah, so the reason I say that Lily is one of the greatest waifu materials in all of Pokemon, and I mean the games, is because she's not only a supportive character, but she is very much there with you throughout your whole adventure. And I like what they did with Sun and Moon, because they made it so you feel like you're actually going on an adventure with, you know, Haw, if that's how you pronounce his name. And I'm just gonna call him Ho, okay? Because he calls you a Ho. Like, I'm not gonna like put up an image of that, but there are so many times where he just calls you a Ho. So I'm just gonna call him Ho because I don't know how to pronounce his name right. I don't know if it's Hau or Haw or whatever. So Ho calls you a Ho, so I'm gonna call him a Ho, if that makes sense. Of course it does. Anyway, so it really feels like Haw. Dang it! It really feels like Ho and Lily are adventuring with you, which is what's really cool about the game, and that's why I really like the game, because it gives you that like feel, like, you know, like the way Ash travels with like all his friends and stuff. It gives you that type of feeling instead of like every other game where like your rival just comes out of nowhere and like fights you. I mean, yeah, sometimes Ho comes out of nowhere and just fights you, and sometimes even Gladion does the same thing. But overall, like you feel like you're with a team, like a group of friends. You know, I feel like they tried to do that with the other Pokemon game where like they had I don't even remember which game was. I think that was that X1? Yeah, I think that was X and Y. Yeah, so it was like the last generation. They tried to do that, but they didn't do it as well as they did it with Sun and Moon, and they had less people with you. Like, it was supposed to be like you have like 3 other friends or something that joins you, or was it 4? It's 3 or 4, I don't know. I think it was like a group of 5, so maybe 4 or something. No clue. Anyway, so like you have like a huge group in that game, but you only have like 2 people with you in this game. Oh, and the professor follows you too. So like Professor Kukui or Kakui or dang it, I don't even remember his name. I mean, I remember his name, I just don't remember how to pronounce it. Anyway, so Professor Kukui is he's with you too. Like, I mean, you don't see like Professor Oak like traveling with you. You know, he comes at the end, or spoilers. Red version and stuff. Whoops. But I mean, how many of you are actually still playing Pokemon Red for first time? Put your hand down. You liar. You're lying right now. Don't lie to me. I can see into your soul, and I see that you're lying. So yeah. So that's why I feel like Pokemon Sun and Moon did a really good job, and it was actually really challenging. I never actually blacked out. I imagine that it's still blacking out because it's been blacking out since forever. I never actually blacked out, but that's because my Pokemon were so over-leveled. I did so many side quests and just unnecessary things. Like, I sat in a... I forgot what's the name of the city, but it's like one of those beginner cities. Like, the first city that you can actually find a Grimer. I sat there and looked for a Grimer for an hour. The first hour that I was playing the game, I sat there and looked for a Grimer. Yet later in the game, you can find them at a higher rate and at a higher level. So I just wasted my time pretty much. Sucks to be me, I guess, but yeah. So that's pretty much my thoughts about Pokemon Sun and Moon. Oh, wait, one more thing. I know I already talked about Team Skull, but spoiler alert, if you did not, beat Sun and Moon, then stop watching this video and have a great day. All right, you have yourself a great day. Right, now that they're gone, that guy who just left, he's a scumbag. You know, no, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. Anyway, so yeah, if you did not watch, though, seriously, turn away. Last warning. Yeah. The Aether Foundation, I knew they were gonna be bad. They're just, I hate them so much. Oh my gosh, and Lusamine, don't even get me started. Anyone who finds Lusamine to be attractive, or who thinks Lusamine is their waifu, well, fight me. Fight me IRL. I'm being dead serious. Fight me. No, I'm not serious at all. Probably kick my butt. But yeah, I hated Lusamine so much. But I kind of felt good because I was like, yes, I knew it, they were gonna be evil all along. But I hate them so much because they took away from the spotlight on Team Skull. Not to mention, they were not only hypocrites, but like, I mean, some of them weren't really hypocrites, they just didn't actually know what was going on. They didn't know the darker side of the foundation that they're working for, yet we found out so easily, and I knew before the game even came out. But yeah, so Lusamine, I hated her so much, but in hating her, you know, it's when I realized she's actually really well done as a character, because she's evil, obviously, which, you know, they don't want the kids playing this game to be bad. So they want the bad characters to be dislikable. You know, they don't want the bad characters to be like people that you actually like. Which, Team Skull, they're not really that, like, they're bad, but it's like, they're not evil. You know, because like, everyone has a, you know, point in their life where they've done something bad. Everyone's done something bad, so Pokemon's trying to say, it's alright for people who have done something bad, you know, if they're gonna, like, change, but, you know, that's evil, stay away from that, do not like that, do not admire that. Like, people can, like, you know, admire, like, Guzma, your boy Guzma, but, like, they don't want you to admire, like, Lusamine, who's, like, only in things for herself, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end this note on the Aether Foundation because I hate them. I guess till next time, take care of yourself. Jenna.